Bam! There we go. Now we're live on YouTube. The YouTube. Cool. Cool. We good. Now we good. Real good. Okay. Perfect. You win. Perfect. Yep. We'll be doing a half marathon, so I'm focusing on doing a half marathon tomorrow. Is the mic working, guys? Mic working? Mic check, 1, 2, 3. I need to get my other mic. Yo, Ghetto Glazer, back at it again. I appreciate you, Ghetto Glazer. Thank you for coming back. Thank you. All right, any credit questions, guys? Any credit questions? Let me help you out with any kind of credit questions. I'm dressed like this because I'm prepping for the half marathon in Houston tomorrow, Sunday, Houston half marathon. And then next month, I'll be going for the Austin full marathon. I'm going to do a full marathon in Austin. That'll be in February. So, already blazing, guys. I hope you haven't given up on your New Year's resolution yet. Okay, I started my New Year's resolution January 2024, and I'm still going, right? So I started running January 2024, and I could barely do 3 miles at the time, right? Fast forward to 1 year later, I did my first half marathon, doing my second half marathon tomorrow in Houston, and then I'll be doing a full marathon in Austin. Let's go, baby! I give 110% whatever I do, guys, whether it's fixing your credit, coaching you on credit, running, construction, anything that I put my mind to and that I make a decision on, I give 110%, okay? Goofy shirt? Is this a goofy shirt? What? You think this is a goofy shirt? Dang, that's messed up. What's up, Sonic? We got Sonic and Ghetto Glazer. Holy moly. Got my fans here. All right, any credit questions? Ask away. This is your opportunity, right? This is your opportunity to get some free credit info. Any other questions you got for me, Ghetto Glazer? Any follow-up questions from yesterday? Hold up on what? Hold up on what? What do you think of City AA card? I'm not a fan of airline or hotel specific credit cards. Like out of my 55 credit cards, I actually only have one travel specific card. That's the Southwest credit card. So I don't have Delta credit cards, Marriott credit cards, American Airline credit cards. The reason why I have Southwest Airline credit card, because that's the only like travel credit card or airline credit card that has an amazing benefit to it, right? Which is the companion pass. That's why I have the Southwest card. But other City AA card, nah. I'd rather get a City Custom Cash, City Double Cash, and City Strava card. I'd rather get those cards and then use those points and transfer them to transfer partners. You're gonna get better redemption on your points that way, okay? That's what I would do. Gonna miss ya. Why are you gonna miss me? You don't need to miss me. I'm right here. Yeah? What? Give me a minute, guys. Who is it? Okay, I'm back. I'm back. House tour? Who wants a house tour? Username. What's it say? Can I get a shout out, please? Username has been reported. He's got a kid in his basement. What did I do? Ben Allen. Who is this weird? Okay. Yeah. Huh. Weird. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. I have an 845 looking to increase my credit limit. Should I apply for a new card or up the current cards? Awesome question. So you should definitely, in my opinion, you should increase your credit limit on your current cards that you have now. Okay? Increase the current credit limits on your current credit cards you have now. That's what I would do. Because this is the thing, right? If you want to get higher limits, you want to have higher limits on the current cards you have, right? For example, if the highest credit limit you have on your current credit cards is $1,000, and then you apply for a new credit card, well, when the credit card companies looks at your credit history, they're gonna look at your existing credit cards and the limits on them. So if your highest credit card limit is $1,000, basically the message you're telling them is that other banks and other companies are trusting you with a $1,000 limit, so they will most likely meet you at that limit. Maybe they'll give you 2,000 or 3,000. Make sense? But now if you can increase your credit limit from 1K to 5K, or let's just say hypothetically 1K to 10K, right? Now you have a couple of credit cards currently in your credit history that has a 10K limit. Now, when you go to a credit card company and apply for a new credit card, again, they're gonna do the same thing. They're gonna check your credit history. They're gonna see what the highest limits are. If you have a couple of credit cards with a 10K credit limit, then you're sending the message that other banks, other companies are trusting you with the 10K limit. So then on your application for a new card, they're like, okay, well, we'll trust him or her for a 10K limit, or maybe give him a 12K or a 15K limit. Does that make sense? So especially for credit cards that do a soft credit check, right? A soft pull on your credit cards, then that's what I would do first. Increase your credit limit as much as you can, especially if they do a soft pull on your credit check. Boom. And once you do that, then go and apply for a new credit card. Now you have a potential of getting approved for a higher limit. Not only that, but it's your income, right? The more you make, the more debt you can take. The more you make, the more debt you can take, right? So the good thing about when you're applying and they're asking for your income, you can put it in one of three ways. Number one is your projected income for the year. So if you're gonna get a raise, you're getting bonuses, you're getting a second or third job, you can put in that projected income for the year. The other way is household income. So if you have like a roommate, or maybe you're living with your parents, you can put in a household income as long as it's not like over, $500,000 of income, then you can do that, okay? So you wanna try to increase your income by putting in your projected income or household income, but also increase the limits on your current cards so that way they can match it or do a little bit higher. Does that make sense? Woo! How long should I wait until I applying for a new card? So if you want to maintain your credit score while applying for more, you want to pace yourself every 6 to 12 months, okay? If you want to maintain your credit score while applying for more, you want to pace yourself every 6 to 12 months, okay? Sonic, raise up. Sonic, chill. What's going on? Didn't understand. Okay. Say, got a mortgage and I tried to get the Chase Freedom card and got denied. Should I wait? Okay, this is the thing, okay? Makes sense, thanks, you're welcome. So when you apply for a mortgage, this is the thing, okay? When you apply for a mortgage or even an auto loan, this is what happens. You're gonna get a hard inquiry right away. As soon as you apply for the mortgage lender checks your credit, you're gonna get a hard inquiry right away, right? Now, once you get approved for the mortgage, that mortgage does not report to your credit for about 2 to 3 months. So if you want to apply for a credit card, once you get approved for a mortgage, you need to do it before the mortgage actually reports onto your credit. Because as soon as it does, it's going to shoot your score down. And now you have a track record on your credit history, right, of a mortgage loan that you just got. And it's going to be one of the highest loans, right? One of the biggest loans that you'll have on your credit history. And so that is a big reason why they'll deny you for a new credit card. So you got it. There's that window, right? As soon as you apply for the mortgage, and once you get approved, it takes about 2 to 3 months before it actually reports to your credit. So it's good. You want to apply for a credit card before it actually hits your credit. That way, you still have a strong score. You don't have a huge loan that's over your shoulders that they cannot see, and your approval odds will be a lot higher. Because as soon as that mortgage shows up on your credit, you won't be able to. You're gonna have a hard time getting approved for a new credit card. And within the next 6 to 12 months. Make sense? Does that make sense? Yes, no, maybe so. All right. Why haven't I received the Centurion card yet? Excellent credit, and I spend over $1 million a year on Amex. You need to get invited. So you need to know someone who can invite you into it, and then go through the process that way. So that's one of the best bets, from friends that I know that have gotten the Centurion card, is it's invite only, right? And so if you know someone who's already gotten invited, you want to have them to basically give you a referral, and get you the invitation. That's the quicker way to do it, right? Make sense? You guys are talking about electric slide. Sonic doing the electric slide on people in the comments. What's going on with Sonic? Bruh, help. Sonic is cool, man. Sonic is my homie. Sonic has been here since day one. You don't know Sonic like I do. Best time to ask for a credit increase. The best time to ask for a credit increase is when the balance on your credit card is below 30%. So first of all, make sure your balance on your credit card is below 30%. If you have a 50% balance or higher on your credit card and you request for a credit limit increase, your approval odds are going to be a lot lower, and your increase, if you do get approved, your credit limit increase may not be as high. So you want to make sure it's below 30%. If you pay it off completely, even better. And then when you request for a credit limit increase, you want to ask for at least 3 times your current credit limit. Okay, you want to overshoot. Okay, you want to overshoot your credit limit increase. That way, one of two things are going to happen. They're either going to approve you for 3 times the amount your current credit limit, or they're going to counter for less. But it's always going to be more than if you just ask for a small credit limit increase. Does that make sense? So it's okay to overshoot. It's okay to overshoot and ask for 3 times more than what your limit is. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so you ask for 3x and they say, no, we can't approve you for 3x, but we can approve you for 2x, right? Wouldn't that be great? You have a 5K credit limit right now. You ask for a 15K credit limit increase. They say, no, we can't give you 15K, but we can give you 10K. That's a lot better than asking for, a 1K credit limit increase, right? From 5K to 6K. Make sense? What is the Centurion card? The Centurion card is the black card, Amex black card. But really, guys, there's no point. Honestly, there's no point in having the Amex black card. All the benefits that you get from the platinum card, well, this isn't the platinum. All the benefits you get from the platinum card is what is on the black card. So the black card, the benefits on the black card are the same benefits that are on the platinum card. The only difference between the platinum card and the black card, one is the initial fee to get the black card once you're approved is $15,000, and then $5,000 every year after that. So $5,000 annual fee on the black card, and the concierge service, okay, is phenomenal with the black card. But that's it. I mean, you're paying $5,000 a year for a phenomenal concierge service, and then status, right? So that's the only difference. All the other benefits that are on the platinum card are also on the black card. The only difference is you're getting concierge service. You're paying $5,000 a year for that black card, and then you get the flex, right? So is it worth an extra $5,000 a year to get the flex and concierge service? To me, it's not worth it, right? That's it. Everything else is already on the platinum card. So that's the way I look at it. Bro went to what? Wow, this is weird. Okay. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. I want to buy a truck in August, but want to build my credit more. Should I apply for a credit card? No, applying for a credit card is not going to help your credit more. What you need to do is the 3 R's of credit. So if you want to see the fastest growth in your credit score, you need to do the 3 R's of credit, right? Does anyone know what that is? Repair, rebuild, repay. Repair, rebuild, repay. Those are the 3 R's of credit. Repair your credit is number one. Remove collections, late payments, charge off, foreclosures, repos, right? All those negative items, all those dirty stains off your white sheets. You want to remove that. That's what's going to help your score and your credit history to soar. And then as you're removing negative items, you want to rebuild your credit. Add a bunch of positive items to your credit, right? Add a 10-year trade line. Add the last 10 years of your rent history to your credit. You're gonna create that huge gap. Removing bad stuff off your credit, adding a bunch of good stuff to your credit. And then number 3 is repay. Pay down the balance on your credit cards, okay? You want it to be below 30%, okay? At least, right? At least below 30%. Ideally below 10%, optimally below 5%. Like if you want to shoot for an 800 credit score, your credit usage needs to be below 5%. So those are the 3 R's of credit: repair, rebuild, repay. Does that make sense? You want to attack your credit from 3 different angles to see the fastest growth in your score, okay? Would you pay collections? Nope, don't pay collect. If you want your score to increase, you don't pay your collections, okay? Paying off collections does not help improve your score. It doesn't help improve your score. It happens to a lot of people, okay? People will pay off their collection account. The collection account's still reporting on their credit. Their score hasn't changed. Their approval odds haven't changed, okay? I know there's at least 5 people that it happened to. You paid off a collection account. It's still reporting on your credit. It's still hurting your score. You don't see a change in your score. That happens, okay? 9 out of 10 times. So what should you do instead, right? If you want to improve your score? Well, what you should do instead is to dispute it and delete it off your credit. When that collection account or charged off account no longer exists on your credit, that's when you see your score soar, not when you pay it off. So you need to understand what steps to take in the right order to get the results that you want. Make sense? So you got 2 choices, right? You can either learn how to do it and do it yourself. Repair your credit yourself. Dispute it with the credit bureaus and delete it off your credit yourself. Or if you ain't got time for that, because you got 5 kids, 5 jobs, and 5 companies to worry about, leave it to me. That's what I'm here for, right? Like, for example, oh, shoot, where's my coffee, right? I make my own coffee. Like, I don't go to Starbucks. You know, once in a while I'll go to Starbucks, but for the most part, like 80%, 90% of the time, I'll make my own coffee, right? But I'm not gonna spend my time cleaning my pool, right? I'm not gonna spend my time cleaning my pool. I have a pool company, right, to do that for me. I don't mow my own lawn. I'd rather have a landscaper do that for me, right? Delegating my time and choosing what I want to do myself and then what I want to delegate to someone else that can do it for me. And they'll do it better, right? I tried cleaning my pool for like 2 months. That thing turned as green as the Paris River. It was disgusting. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to leave it to the pros. I'm going to hire a pool guy because I can't do it myself. I'm going to let them do it. And now, you know, my pool is crystal clear, right? They're doing a much better job than I could have ever done. So that's just the way it is, okay? You can either do it yourself, learn how to do it and do it yourself, or leave it to someone where that's their bread and butter, right? That's all they do, and that's all I do, right? I've been repairing credit since 2017. I've helped over 20,000 people's credit profiles, okay, since 2017. So that's the difference, that's it, okay? You don't need me, you can do it yourself, right? But if you ain't got time to do it yourself, for a lot of people, it's not even worth your time, right? It's not worth your time learning how to do this stuff. You got so many more important things to do. Just leave it to someone else, okay? All right, does Amex do soft pull on credit limit increase? They do soft pull. Amex, Chase, Citi, Discover, Navy Federal, they do a soft pull when you request for a credit limit increase. Cool? Man, you guys are just having a whole conversation on your own on here on on the YouTube live. What do you do about late payment? Same thing. You want to dispute it with the credit bureaus and remove it off your credit. Okay. You can either remove that late payment off your credit, or you can change the late payment from reporting late to reporting on time, and that's what we help with, right? Help either remove that late payment off your credit or change it from reporting late to reporting on time. Very powerful, because you already know, right? Getting one late payment can drop your score 100 points. One late payment can drop your score 100 points. Now, if you do the reverse, if you dispute the late payment and remove it off your credit, that can help gain you a lot of points. You see what I'm saying? What is going on? This conversation in YouTube is crazy, guys. What are you guys talking about? Just trolling each other. Okay. My credit card closed because of my payments being delayed, so they closed it. Got it. Yep. That makes sense. Repeat bank again. Repeat bank again? What do you mean repeat bank again? For soft inquiries. So banks that do soft inquiries on credit limit increase, Chase, Navy Federal, Discover, Amex, and I believe Capital One. Chase, Navy Federal, Discover, Amex, and I believe Capital One. They all do soft pulls on credit limit increase, and for the Apple Card too. So if you go through the chat support for your Apple Card, they do soft pulls as well. Two collections on TransUnion, but doesn't show on Experian. Yep, that happens all the time. That's why your scores between all three credit bureaus, Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, that's why it's rarely ever the same exact score, because all of your accounts, whether it's a positive or a negative account, they don't report to all three bureaus evenly. So yes, you can have a collection account or a couple of collection accounts reporting on one or two of the bureaus and not the other. That happens all the time. Even an inquiry, right? So if you apply for an American Express card, they only pull from one of the three credit bureaus. They normally only pull from Experian. Okay, so if you're applying for American Express, they do a hard pull on your credit. They're only doing a hard inquiry on your Experian credit score, which means you're going to have one extra inquiry on your Experian account, which means your Experian score should be slightly lower than the other two credit bureaus. Make sense? So that's why your scores are rarely ever exactly the same. Sent you a DM with the scenario. Okay, Blake, thank you. What is a soft pull? So a soft pull and a hard pull, right? It's whenever you apply for a credit card or a loan, okay? A bank or lending company, when they inquire about your credit score and your credit history, there's one of two ways they can inquire about your credit history, right, and your credit score. They could do a soft inquiry or a hard inquiry. So soft inquiries are good because it doesn't hurt your score, it doesn't drop your score. Hard inquiries, it does drop your score. Okay, so that's the difference. Another difference is a soft inquiry is basically they're seeing what your credit score looked like in the past. A hard inquiry, they're looking at what your credit score looks like today. That's a hard inquiry, okay? And a soft inquiry is when they're looking at what your credit looked like in the past. Maybe yesterday, maybe a couple weeks ago, or maybe a month ago, okay? So yeah, hard inquiries really don't impact your score too much compared to a collection account, a repo, or a late payment, right? One hard inquiry can drop your score like anywhere between 3 to 5 points. Nothing big compared to getting a late payment could drop your score 100 points. Getting a collection account or a repo charged off account, that could drop your score 150 points. So, when you're trying to fix your own credit yourself, don't worry about the inquiries. Again, they only impact your score 3 to 5 points. I would more, focus on your late payments, your collections, and your repos, because those impact your score 50 points, 80, 100, 150 points. Make sense? And once your inquiries are about a year old, they have little to no impact on your score. Okay? And then once they're 2 years old, they automatically remove off your credit. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. Make sense? All right. Can you delete late payments while you're still using the credit card? Yes, you can. You can dispute late payments on active accounts, whether it's a credit card that you have a late payment on, auto loan, mortgage loan, student loan. Yes, any negative item that's reporting on your credit. Okay, you can challenge, dispute, and delete it off your credit. That's your consumer law. Okay. Congress passed a law where it allows us to challenge, dispute, and delete any negative item off our credit. Okay? And that's what I help with, right? That's what I've been doing since 2017. Can I fix a delinquency still if I just paid off that credit card? Yes, you can. What kind of card holder is that? I can post it right here for you. I posted it the other day. I'll do it again. Right here. Okay, there you go. So is that, I think it should be pinned like down below or up top. So this is the only type of wallet that can hold my cards, 55 credit cards, right? 55 credit cards, and it has RFID protection. So this protects your credit cards if you got scammers out there and they're trying to scan your and read your cards and steal your card information, card number and such. It has RFID protection to block that from happening too. So definitely, if you got a bunch of cards, this is pretty much the only thing that can hold it, unless you get those big books. They call them like credit card Bibles. I hate that because they're like a huge book. I'd rather do this and put this in my pocket. Call this my credit bulge. This is my credit bulge right here. See? Are you happy to see me, or is that your credit bulge? Yeah, so it's cool. I like it. This band is usually for your money. Like if you have cash, you use this band for your money. But I'm using this vertically like this. That way I can hold more cards onto it. Because normally they say you can only hold like 10 to 12 cards on their max. But obviously you can hold a lot more than that. I'm holding 55 on there. But that's just for people who are asking about that. Okay? All right, what are the best business credit cards to apply for? It depends on the benefits that you want. For me, okay, whenever I apply for a business credit card right now, I'm looking for business credit cards that offer 0% interest for 24 months. That's the one that I want. 0% interest for 24 months. 12 months is okay, but 12 to 24 months is what I want. So maybe that's not what you want, right? But for me, that's what I want. It's basically free money from the banks at no interest for 1 to 2 years. And as long as you have a working business model with positive cash flow, and the only thing holding it back is lack of capital to scale it up, boom, that's the best way to do it, okay? Get a handful of 0% APR credit lines, infuse that into your business to help scale it back. You should be able to get the profits and sales back before the 0% interest expires. That way you can pay off what you borrowed at no interest, and it's helping you to scale and be more profitable. That's the way I like to do it. So Chase Inc. Cash, Chase Inc. Preferred, Amex Blue Everyday, Amex Blue Cash. GM business card. A lot of credit unions offer 0% for 24 months. Okay, that's why for me, when it comes to business credit lines and credit cards, I have 55 credit cards, but Navy Fed ain't one. Okay, a lot of people are like, yo, get Navy Fed, get Navy Fed. Navy Fed is the ish. It is. Navy Fed is the ish. Navy Fed is amazing, phenomenal. Nothing wrong with Navy Fed. But one thing that Navy Fed does not have is 0% interest credit lines. You see? So that's why I don't have Navy Fed. I have a Navy Fed like checkings account, personal and business checkings account, but I don't have a Navy Fed credit line. Why? Because they don't offer 0%. Okay? So don't feel like you're in that FOMO, like, oh man, everyone has Navy Fed. I can't get Navy Fed. Don't get that FOMO, okay? I have 55 and Navy Fed ain't one. So only go for cards that are going to benefit you in your lifestyle or your business, right? Who offers zero? I just told you. Chase Inc. Cash, Chase Inc. Unlimited, Amex Blue every day, Amex Blue Cash, um, GM business card, Bank of America has 0%, and then a lot of your credit unions. Okay, a lot of your credit unions, local credit unions, will offer 0% for 24 months. I just got Venture X card. What should I try to get next? Again, it depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for travel benefits, travel rewards, right? Then you want to go after more travel credit cards. So you can go after the Chase trifecta or the Amex trifecta, right? That's what I would go for. If you already got the Venture X, that's great. Now you focus on getting the Chase trifecta or the Amex trifecta. Okay? Hell nah. You guys still trolling each other here? Dang, crazy. You guys are cray cray.